Hello! Welcome to another episode of Do Little Campers. Now for the eagle-eyed among you, you might notice that Claire's not with me again today. Now there is a reason for that. So we were supposed to be filming this video yesterday. We were going to do it as part of a pub stop. However, Lily was quite ill on Friday night. She wasn't very well. She was sickness and diarrhea. We took her to the vets. £110 later, she's now okay. I'm not sure if that's down to the £110 or whether she was always okay, maybe a little bit fraudulent. Anyway, we're glad to have her back to normal. Anyway, in this video, I'm going to explain to you how we do our electrics, how we do the CCTV camera, and how we do our internet. We'll also, probably later, we will take the dogs out in the van, so you'll get to see the dogs and you get to see Claire. But for time being, you've got to put up with me. Also, has anyone else got one of these? It's Derek Trotter, and if you press his tummy, he talks to you. Oh, shut up, you tart. Got it for Christmas off of my dad. Just thought I'd show it to you because it's in shot. Right, let's start up the top with our setup up here. We do have a top bed, but we don't use it because it's only really for one single person, or you could put two kids up there. We don't have any kids other than the dogs, and me and Claire like to sleep in the same bed, so we sleep downstairs together. But as a result, we use the top for storage. Now, I'm just going to turn you around and you can see our setup up here. So you see there, we've got the Bluetti, which I did do a full intensive review on. That basically is our emergency power, but it's also our power for things that we know might cause a bit of a drain on the actual leisure battery itself. We've got leisure batteries at the back, but what we like to do is we like to run things like the internet, which you can see there. We like to run them from up here. We can charge our phones, we can charge our laptop, we can charge our iPads, all of that sort of thing from up here as well. You've got your normal 3-pin plug sockets there, the 240. You've got your 12 volt there. You've got your USBs and you've got your USB-C. Also, if we ever did run out of power, we've also got a light up here that we can use. So I don't know if you can see that because it's broad daylight. But yeah, that does actually light up the whole van if we had it downstairs. So yeah, we can always use that as a bit of a backup. This is our leisure battery setup. So you see you can change between leisure and vehicle. Now what we mainly use this for is you should be able to see the lights have just turned on, the ambient lighting. We use it for anything that's USB powered and has a little drawer on it. We also use it to power the lights on the van, and we use it to power anything van related, so such as the flush on the toilet. So that's why we don't really want to drain this one down, because this one is vital in keeping the van working. So where we plug in our CCTV camera. Now the reason we plug it in at the back is because it's USB, so it doesn't pull a lot of power, but also because of where we keep it. Let me just show you. So the camera stays at the back. Now the camera's perfect because where it is there, we can see the dogs, we can see anything that's going on in the van, and it kind of puts vanxiety to bed. Now, the CCTV camera, you do need constant Wi-Fi for it, which is part of the reason why we got Wi-Fi in the van. Sorry, it's quite a warm day in the van, so I've decided to stand under the fan and cool down for a minute before I explain to you about the CCTV camera. Oh, that's better. Okay, so the camera itself is the DJHH Smart Wi-Fi camera. There's so many of them available, so I'm not saying that this is the only one you can get. And I'll be honest with you, we've got a different one indoors. They are much of a muchness. But that connects to our Wi-Fi, which obviously connects to the Bluetti. And it means that we can leave the van and we can connect via the wireless app on our phone. And we can check the van from anywhere in the country. So even if we went on holiday and parked the van at the airport, let's say, we could connect and we could check that everything's okay. What I think would be quite a cool idea is if we take you for a walk later, whilst we're walking around, we'll log into the van remotely and we'll show you how the camera works and we'll show you what we can see. Now I'll take you back up to the top and I'll explain our internet to you, and also my rationale behind getting internet in the van. So the router, or router, I never know the correct word for that, I've been picked up on it by an ex-colleague that we've got, is the Huawei, which is also difficult to pronounce, B311. Now, I think this one's just a 4G, but you can get a 5G version. And that has got a Smarty SIM card in it. I'll explain to you why Smarty. Oh. Sorry, I forgot about that. I was going to explain to you, wasn't I, about why we chose Smarty. So the reason we chose Smarty for our internet is Smarty is actually quite cheap. So we pay £10 a month, but we get 60 gigabytes of data, which is quite a lot. And if you do your research, you'll probably find it's one of the cheapest you can pay for, you know, a good amount of data. Also, in terms of whose network it uses the network of 3. Now, there was a reason behind this. Both myself and Claire are on completely different networks. So Claire is on EE and I am on O2. So by having internet that uses the 3 network in our van, it means that there's 3 times as much chance that one way or another we can get a signal when we're away. Now, I know there's probably a lot of people watching this video who are thinking the same as I used to think, and that is, why don't you just tether your devices to your mobile phone? Now, we did do that, and we used to watch the iPad in bed, which was great because we could tether it to my phone. It wasn't a problem. The issue being that when you leave the van, if you want to use the CCTV camera, you don't want to leave your phone in the van. The other thing as well is with the router / however you pronounce it. Can someone comment phonetically down below? With that, you obviously can move that about and you don't have to have that near you. I obviously like to have my phone near me in case it goes off, so then I can answer it. Whereas with that, we can put it up in the roof and it'll get as good a signal as it can get because it's high up, and we don't have to necessarily have that near us. So there are a few reasons. The final reason, obviously touched on it a minute ago, but that's the fact that it is with a different network to our phones. So again, it's just that other option of being able to get a signal. Obviously covered off earlier, the Bluetti upstairs and what we power from that. Just a few more things that we power using the van, and obviously we've got solar on the van as well. So on a day like this, it does top it up. But we've got our television there, and also, if you have a look, you can see that we've got a 12-volt plug, and it's like a double plug. We've got some USBs that come off of that, one of which is for the fan. The other one, let's have a look. Oh, it's a lightning charger. So that's for the iPhone. And then the other thing is we've got our lights. So you can see there's a light behind there. That's a dimmable light. Again, that's powered by the van. And you've got your light above my head here, which is that one there. And you can tilt it and you can change the direction of it. Again, that's obviously powered by the van. So we kind of keep these things separate so that we never run out of power. One way or another, we should always have power. One last thing that is powered separately in the van, and that is my ambient lighting. So I wanted a light that wasn't sort of clinical white in the van, and we found a lovely lamp which is powered by battery, and that stays in the kitchen. I'll switch it on, but you might not see it in this light. You see there, it's just flickering as it heats up. That is battery operated, and that's like a nice yellow light in the night time, and that's just powered off of 2 AA batteries. Okay, so technical part of this video complete. Let's go and get the girls. Tissy! Tissy! Lily! Do you want to go out? Do you want to go out in the van? Later. In a bit, we go in the van. Okay. Lily!
Go get Daddy. Here she comes.
Right, so that's the dogs in the van. Probably about 10 minutes into this video, and you haven't yet seen Claire. You didn't see her last week, so just want to prove to you that she's still alive.
I'm here. I'm all better. And also, can I just say, I ran a 10k race this morning.
She ran a 10k race this morning, and it's not like her to not tell people about it. Anyway, we are off to Marston to walk around the reservoir there, and yeah.
My poor feet. They're taking a battering today.
Yeah, because I think that's about a 3k walk. But we're going to take you there, and then part way round, we will log into the van and we'll show you how the CCTV camera works. Oh, Lily's better as well.
There'll be no one in there.
Yeah, we don't want to find anyone in the van. Lily's better as well, just to let you know.
She's much better. Back to her normal self, being a pest. So.
£110 later. Thank you, vets.
Oh, bless her.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low now. If you wanna go, let's go. Let's wrap it up and hit the road. I just got an awesome vibe, striking the winner post now. Liberty's on my mind. We've taken off, we've left the ground. You gotta understand that we get one chance, one chance. You will never regret the things that we'll do. 'Cause I wanna drive through the summer night. And when we...
So, what a lovely day. What do you think?
It is. The sun is shining. It's lovely.
Sky is blue. There's not a cloud to spoil the view. But it's raining. Raining in my heart.
Why?
I don't know. Just thought it was fun to sing it. Anyway, we're about halfway round now, so I'm going to log into the app. You'll be able to see the van. As Claire said, hopefully there'll be no one in there. I'll wet myself if there is. Anyway, I'll show you. So this is the app. Now from the app you can pan sideways. You can also pan up and down. You've got the facility to record what you are seeing on the screen. And you can also zoom right in for a better view, meaning that you can see who the mugger is that's robbing your van. You also see a close-up of the dogs when they're in there. Final thing that you can do is you can actually talk through the camera, so it means we can talk to the dogs. This is something Claire wasn't quite aware of the first time I tried it.
Hello? Hello?
Are old and gray. Look back at this summer night. This summer night. This summer night. Sleeping in the back of a van, roaming in the wilderness. We never need a plan. We'll be alright, just you and I. Singing from the top of our lungs, dancing by the lakeside. Gonna do it while we're young. In a moment it will all be gone.
Hello, well hopefully you enjoyed the walk and hopefully you enjoyed the video in terms of the setup of our van and how we do things. Hopefully it was a bit educational. Now for everyone that criticises our lunches, what do people say, Claire? They say that we're big kids, don't they?
Kids' lunches.
We have kids'
We do
lunches.
have kids' lunches.
Well today is no exception, but today we've gone seasonal. It's the week before Easter and what have we got, Claire?
Hot cross buns.
Hot cross buns.
But you didn't toast them for me. I like them toasted.
She didn't tell me she wanted them toasted, and I don't have them toasted. And I've also got mini eggs. Another kid's lunch. Anyway, thanks for watching, and we shall see you soon.